Hello and welcome to the 2025 National Collegiate Women's Bowling Selection Show. I'm your host, Will Haskett. Last year marked 20 years of this championship's history, and the future is even brighter here in 2025 with an even larger field, 19 teams set to compete to join the list of past champions. 4 regions will be filled today, with 3 of those 4 regions featuring a single elimination match to kick off the competition, with 4 double elimination brackets of 4 teams after that. The final 4 programs then head to Las Vegas April 11th and 12th for the double elimination showdown, once again in mega match format until the championship provides the ultimate drama in the best of 7 Baker match. Of the 19 teams announced today, 11 are in postseason play as automatic qualifiers from our 11 AQ conferences. That leaves just 8 at-large selections for worthy teams. So who's in, and where are 19 teams headed? We start the journey to Las Vegas right now as we dive into the bracket in our first regional site. That's in Arlington, Texas, and it's topped by the team that gets the #1 overall seed in this bracket. That would be Jacksonville State. The reigning champions, certainly tested in their pursuit of title #2. No team in the country has faced a tougher schedule this season than the Gamecocks. They needed it, having replaced all 3 all-tournament performers from last year's championship run. Aaron Klemencic has been the leader this season, topping the program in spare conversion while holding the highest strike rate on the team as well. They await the winner of our first opening round match to unveil. It starts with Belmont Abbey. Tara Custer, the MVP and one of 3 Crusaders to earn all tournament honors as Belmont Abbey captured the Conference Carolinas Championship. They made it look easy in the championship mega match with pin margins of 72 and 118 over their opponent. Likely will not be as easy in this opening match against Prairie View in a mega match. New coach, still strong results for the SWAC champion Panthers. Amani Moore and Jada Gordon were named to the SWAC All-Tournament team, while Jaylene Myers was named the SWAC Tournament Most Valuable Bowler. 7th conference title for this team. First, though, for the championship for head coach Tiffany Clark, who is also serving in her first year as head coach of the program. All right, perhaps a nervous wait, but go ahead and pack your bags and warm up the bus because Sam Houston, you get to make the trek up I-45 to join this regional. The 2014 national champions benefit from an at-large selection and some tough tests this season to make another run at a national championship. And they open against a familiar foe and another team breathing easy now. Stephen F. Austin back in. The 2016 and 2019 national champions bring a lot of championship pedigree to this loaded regional. We say hello to the Lady Jacks. They're gathered at the SFA Alumni Center today, confident enough that their RPI ranking would hold up for a spot. It did, and they were also the 2022 national runner-ups as well. That was the last time the program made the championship finals. All right, for our next region, we head to Lansing, Michigan, the 4th overall seed in the bracket belonging to Wichita State. The Conference USA champions enter off an incredible duel with Jacksonville State for the title there. Just don't call them Shockers. See what I did there? Apologies, had to work the pun in. This is a team worthy of serious attention heading into this NCAA championship, trying to advance to the championship finals for the first time in program history. The Shockers lost their first match of the Conference USA tournament, but then didn't look back from there, taking out the Gamecocks not once but twice in narrow 4-3 Baker matches to snag the automatic berth and likely earn them this seed line. No opening round match here in this regional, so the Shockers start the double elimination portion of the bracket with Felician, the Golden Falcons, capturing the CACC championship for their first time in their 11-year program history. Congratulations to them. The top seed entering the conference championship. They did not let up en route to the championship. Mackenzie Keene, the first-year junior, was the star. She earned tournament most valuable player. Vanderbilt will trek north to join this quartet. The Commodores won the Prairie View Invitational and Stallings Invitational this season, earning some of the program's 10 all-tournament team honors this year. Isabel Allen and Alyssa Ballard have each registered a first-place individual finish this season as well. Vanderbilt has notched 8 top 5 finishes in its 10 regular season tournaments, including breaking a school record with 1,237 the score in a traditional game at the Lady Jack Classic and a 299 Baker game at the Storm Flyer Classic. The 3-time national champions have bowled in the championship match in 3 of the last 6 of these NCAA tournaments. Their path back begins against FDU. What a way for the Knights to tie Northeast Conference Championship history with a 6th team title. The 2006 and 2010 national champs had to summon some of that legacy when Duquesne forced a 5-frame roll-off at the end of the mega match. Each team rolled identical 204s in the 7th game. Talk about drama in that conference championship. They forced the roll-off, and that's when FDU's Alicia Howard decided to take over. The anchor of this team, she had back-to-back strikes. That secured the title and secured another spot in this bracket. All right, we are halfway home as we head east for our next region. It is in Pittsburgh, headlined by 2-seed Nebraska. Still the most storied program in the sport. Is this the year the Huskers return to the top of the mountain? It's been 4 years since Nebraska's last national title, which doesn't seem like a long time, but when you've won it a record 6 times in 20 seasons, it feels kind of like a drought. The top-ranked team in the country in RPI enters off a win in their own Big Red Invitational, sporting a 218.5 average over the competition, but they get the 2 seed, maybe a little added motivation after taking that number 1 RPI into the selection process. The opening round match here features Kutztown. The Golden Bears took the number 1 seed into the East Coast Conference Championship and made it stick, capturing the first conference championship in program history. It was fitting that the clinching role in the final match came from Chloe Sramovsky, who was the ECC Bowler of the Year. She rolls it against Fayetteville State, and in a sport that is as volatile and unpredictable as any across the NCAA, winning 3 titles in a row is a mighty accomplishment. That's exactly what the Broncos were able to do, capturing the CIAA title for a 3rd consecutive season, doing so in convincing fashion, by the way, opening the championship match with 2 straight games without an open frame, and eventually swept it 4-0. Arkansas State knows about winning regionals. Maybe this one's in their future as well. The only program to have made 10 or more appearances in the NCAA championship without a national title. Is this finally the year for the Red Wolves? Runner-ups each of the last 2 seasons. It has been 4-3 in that final match each year. Oh, so close. Carly Van Dwienen was an all-tournament performer for the Red Wolves a season ago. She is back, leading the team in individual average score this year, while her teammate Kaylee Back is a home run threat, owning 3 of the top 5 scores for the team this season. Maryville rounds out the region. The Saints repeated as GLVC champs in 2025, but it wasn't without a fight. The mega match final started with Maryville losing the traditional team point by 115 pins before rallying to get level in the Baker. The best of 7 Baker series went the distance, the Saints rallying from 3-1 down to win the final 3 games with an impressive 232 team average. Talk about clutch. They found it when it mattered most and punched that AQ ticket. All right, 1 regional to go. It's in upstate New York, Rochester, the site of this one, which is a short drive for Youngstown State, the 3 seed, with high aspirations of returning to the Final 4 teams for the 3rd time in the last 5 years. 8 bowlers returned from last year's team that finished 3rd overall at the NCAA Championship, a trio of All-Americans, 4th-year senior Jade Cody, along with 5th-year seniors Madison Marks and Kirsten Moore. They headline a veteran group returning that includes 7 upperclassmen. Doug Kuberski, the Division I National Coach of the Year twice, has built a championship-worthy program in his 6 full seasons at Youngstown State. All that is left at this point in time is that national championship trophy. They await the winner between the Marion Sabres, who refused to quit and rallied in dramatic fashion to defend their CCIW crown from a season ago. It came down to the final roll and the final frame of the best of 7 Baker match, but that championship experience paid off. They get Marion the AQ in 2025, and a date with St. Vincent, the champs of the Allegheny Mountain Collegiate Conference, the Bearcats going undefeated to the title in that championship, getting 200-plus scores from Michaela Morgan and Brooke Gervais in the traditional team format before closing out the first ever conference title in the Baker 5-game match over William Smith. All right, 2 teams left to unveil. 1 at-large berth still on the table, but our next team, North Carolina A&T, was always a lock. No strangers to this bracket or to winning. The Aggies will look to advance to the championship finals for a 4th time after capturing the MEAC title as the top seed. Maya Aviles was the MVP of the tournament, where the Aggies took the championship match 4-1 to win the title for the 4th time in the last 5 seasons. And they keep rolling against the last team into the field. Please celebrate responsibly, Louisiana Tech. Ah yes, that sound you hear is the joy from Joe IA Stadium, where the team is gathered today to watch the show in one of the suites there. This marks a 5th straight regional berth for the Bulldogs, who have beaten 39 ranked teams this season and building a resume worthy of an at-large selection. The Bulldogs now look to take that next big leap forward by making the championship finals. All right, there you have it. The 19 schools still alive in pursuit of a national championship. The opening matches get rolling next Thursday, April the 3rd, so there's 1 week to prepare for the pressure of the postseason. Our 4 regional winners will be decided by next Saturday, and then we are off to Vegas, baby. The championship takes place the second weekend of April, with Jacksonville State looking to be the first program to defend a title since 2012. You can catch all the drama of that championship match on ESPNU on Saturday, April the 12th. And for up-to-date information throughout the tournament, be sure to check back right here on NCAA.com. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. I'm Will Haskett. Congratulations and best of luck to all of the student athletes competing in this year's championship.
I teach the art of fanology, a job I take seriously. As to the question of nature versus nurture, is a fan born or is a fan made? I know this: our game can make a fan out of anyone. And at Fandom U, we take it to a whole new level. The NCAA Championships. Attendance is encouraged, passion is mandatory. Buy your seats today at ncaa.com/tickets. Class dismissed.